understand. And you give him the order, and he just totally messed it up when he's reading it back. So the one day I went up there and I got him on the thing because I go and visit my relatives pretty regular. And so it's like a 3-hour drive up there. You're hungry. All you want to do is grab your food, head over to my aunt and uncle's, and wait till they got home from work. And this guy come on. We're the only ones in channel, right? Let me double check. Okay, because I don't want to scare the crap out of everyone else. So I roll up, and I'm in a little silver Chevrolet S10 pickup truck. And he goes, thank you for calling Taco Bell. How may I take your order? That's how it began. And then I went, yeah, boy! I'm telling you, boy, give me some of them there chicken vaginas. I had a whole list, and all I wanted was a couple of, like, a light there. So how to go with Ziva David the other night? Well, I'm pretty sure I was right about the term of service over there. So be careful with that one. Oh, no doubt. Well, no, it's a matter of you have to do it for survival. And I'd wager she does know some Krav Maga, which is really good for you if someone jacks you in a park and she's with you. Krav Maga would probably be because it's so unorthodox. That and they train for modern stuff, taking guns away from people. Not to denigrate the older martial arts, but I am really impressed with Krav Maga. That one, it's really good. The only thing is, with some of the moves they do, if you don't do them really, really fast, I could see some horrible damage happening to your hands. Well, one of them, when you disarm someone with a handgun, you have to be within arm's reach of them. So if you're not in arm's reach, anybody with a brain that's got a gun on someone is not going to let that someone close within arm's reach. You have a gun. If you wanted them in arm's reach, you'd have brought a knife. But you have a gun, so you keep them a couple arm's reaches back. But if you can get close enough and you grab the gun, you can actually break the trigger finger on the offending hand while disarming them, which is cool. But if you do it wrong and that firearm discharges, you're going to take all the skin off of one of the palms of your hand. With her? No, you answered that one wrong. What you should say, did she knock on the door, come up and knock on the door? Oh, then here's what you do. You text her back the next time. If something like that happens again, text her back and say, I'm sorry, I'll quit giving her we'll just change positions. I'll quit giving her the pile driver. Boom! Since you're in college, you can hear crap like that. Yeah, well, you got to learn to think on your feet, yo. Because clearly not good. You can be better. I can help you be better, but I mean, you have to actually put the effort into it. But it's like you don't have to come out with something that coarse. I mean, that's a me answer for something like that. But because it's like, well, yeah, I mean, oh sure, I'm glad to suffer for you. Wait till my next trick, lady. Yeah, the other good answer would have been, well, I was hitting her head so hard on the floor. Can you check and see if her braces? We can't find her braces. Did they go through the floor? Something like. But yeah, you just mess with them. It's funny. So, what year are you in college? I'm assuming you're in college. Oh, so you're just starting out. Yeah. You sounded like you were, so. Yeah, by the time you won't believe it, in 4 years you will think totally differently. Whether you're in college or not, it all changes about that age. Well, daddy's little girl probably can fend for herself quite well. She'll probably rescue you if you guys get mugged in walking through a park. That much I give you, but in reality, some of the story just doesn't add up. I mean, you like her, and that's great. And I'm not telling you don't. I'm just saying, some of the story doesn't add up. And rather, well, yeah, like I said, some of the, like with the, there's no way she was in the military unless she's out, to go to college to become an officer and go career. There's Because otherwise, there's no way you're only in the military for 2 years, because you spend almost half a year in training unless you're a terrorist. Which, I mean, how much freaking experience do you need to put on a vest full of TNT and walk out in the middle of people and yell 3 words and push a button? So you really don't have to be the sharpest pencil in the drawer for that. But yeah, the No, because in actuality, in most of those cases, someone's sitting down the street and remotely triggering because they figure the guy's going to turn timid, guy or girl. Now I have a cousin. He's a few years older than you now. He's probably 25-ish, maybe a little older. Nah, he's a touch older than that. He's had buddies who were, in Afghanistan, and he was deployed when they called him up from active because he was a, what do you call it? National Guardsman. When they made him go active, he thought for sure he was going to Iraq, and he lucked out. I have a mixed family. My cousins are adopted. They're Koreans. And he was telling me about some of the stuff they went through over there. And no, they aren't the sharpest pencils in the drawers, but they sure have friends in high places. Like, did you know the terrorists, like the U.S. military modifies their uniforms every so often, and they'll add little parts on them that look like nothing, some silly little decoration. But that's actually what shows that you're you, and the enemy in Afghanistan is actually winding up with these uniforms, brand new, don't look like they've been shot, nothing like that. And they're showing up at checkpoints and getting in. So that means someone's double dealing. Well, that's like, remember the guy who took over Al Qaeda after Osama bin Laden disappeared, and they ended up blowing him up in a house? He was hiding in a house with some civilians. They dropped a couple, I think it was 2,000-pound bombs, but they might have been 500s. And they blew him away. Well, in one of the videos of him, he's using an M249 squad automatic weapon. That's a NATO weapon. Why is it in the hands of a terrorist? Well, here's the thing. We don't leave our guys behind, and we destroy our equipment. And we account for all our guys. That's the problem. So you want to trust a government that can't control... no, I'm not talking just... No, I'm not... Not in the case of those. Should not be there. Now, I'm not talking just the U.S. I'm talking NATO in general. Because they're allowing this stuff, which is a clear fingerprint that it's them, to go out. Someone's double dealing. I find that interesting. And the killer is, here's what's cool about Israel. Did you know they're the ones that have broken just about every little thing about what's going on in the Mideast? Well, they have to. It's either that or they get destroyed.